All right, let's talk about this Stephon Clark protest. I mean, this is coming also, I think, and very much, I think, probably coincidentally. The story, I think, took place while I was out with pneumonia, but Stephon Clark was shot, I think, in his grandmother's backyard, holding a cell phone. And I will say, at least in this instance, they are beginning to investigate whether or not charges should be brought. Right? It's California. I don't know what the situation is in Sacramento per se, but compare this to what's going on with Alton Sterling, who just yesterday, I guess, on the 27th, it was announced by the Attorney General, Jeff Landry, that the two Baton Rouge police officers, Blaine Salamone and Howie Lake II, would not be indicted. I mean, this is, the guy was shot, he was selling CDs, I guess, in front of a convenience store, which is always a real threat to the public. But here are protests outside of City Hall yesterday in Sacramento.
Stephon Clark! 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 Stephon Clark!
And then inside City Hall, I guess, I don't know if there's a courtroom or this was a hearing, and Stephon Clark's brother basically took over this courtroom or this hearing hall inside City Hall, and they don't seem to be able to do anything about it there.
Stephon Clark! 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 Louder! Louder! Stephon Clark!
And his brother's obviously getting quite upset. And again, we live in an era now where the idea of the Justice Department coming in and any type of civil rights violation, that's off the table now. So there's going to have to be a lot more direct action locally and persistent. And I don't know if even, it's hard to know what that's going to do, but this keeps happening. It's not going to stop. But it's going to be interesting to see if we see, I mean, you already see some evidence of the movement that's coming out of the Parkland shooting, and there's already been this intersection between gun violence, obviously, and Black Lives Matter, but it's going to be interesting to see if this begins to expand outward. And regain prominence that, I think a large extent, the Trump victory sort of pushed it off the headlines.
We heard that teen and the panel talking about it, which
Exactly.
was very good to hear.
Yep, exactly.